Shaun, you said after West Brom on Tuesday you weren't happy with the first half performance. How important is a good start on Saturday against such a good Burnley side?
Yeah, it's important. I think it's important in every game. I felt the same with Preston. But yeah, I'm pretty honest in terms of what I say after the game. I think there's definitely been a reaction with the team at half time and certain people coming on. So, but yeah, it's a big challenge against Burnley. But one we have to meet. So, and we have to meet it from the first whistle. From the first to the last.
How does this Burnley team rank in your eyes in terms of a championship level side?
I think they are where they are on the table for a reason. I think Vinny's done a fantastic job. They do both sides of the game very, very well. I think what's been most impressive is how aggressive they are out of possession. They stop teams creating chances against them, and then when they go and attack, they attack with 5 or 6 players, very talented wide players. But that's the challenge. I think we had the same challenge against West Brom, and you see how we performed for a part in the second half. And we have to bring that mentality that we're going there to hurt Burnley and in how we play. And again, that has to start immediately.
You talked about the work of Vincent Kompany. You'll know him quite well through your time at Belgium, is that right?
Yeah, it was as a coach of his, it was a privilege. He was a incredible player, one of the best players, in my opinion, one of the best players in the world in his position at the time. He was a massive loss when he retired, and then off the pitch, brilliant guy. Very detailed in how he worked. Detailed was how he was as a player. Demanded as a coach. But yeah, I got a lot of time for him. And you know what, my experience with Craig Bellamy was very positive, both as a player together at Celtic and when he welcomed me in at Anderlecht. So it'd be good to see them after the game, but yeah, before it we're rivals.
Injury news, how is Jack Watmore after leaving the field in the warm-up against West Brom, and Christ as well, he left the field ahead of the second half. How are they both going into this week?
Yeah, Jack won't make it. I think he damaged his hamstring in the warm-up, so I don't think we'll see him again for the international break, which is disappointing. I think he's been excellent for us, but again, that's an opportunity for someone else. And then with Chris, damaged his ankle at half time, so I made the decision to take him off. I hope he'll be available for the squad this weekend for this match. I'll give him to the last moment.
And Callum Lang, has he got an opportunity to feature this Saturday?
Yeah, Callum's been better the last 2 days. He had quite a bad dead leg, really. Really struggled to strike the ball, but he's back training, so yeah, he'll be back in contention for the squad, and yeah, hopefully we. Because look, Callum was both in and out of possession has been a big player for us. So if we can get him back at 100%, then he's a big player for us.
And finally, obviously, it was great to see so many at the fans forum earlier this week. We're taking a good following against Burnley, and how important is it we all stick together in these times and really work together to get out of this situation?
Yes, it's imperative that connection. I feel like it started again. And I hope that it continues to grow. I think, look, I've said from day one there'll be games we play well, games we don't, games we win and games we lose. But what I've seen in the last 7 games is right to the death we've been fighting to try and take points, and I think that's all we can ask of the players. I think in these moments, as long as the fans see that there's players fighting for the badge, then they can be proud of their team.